Form 3, we shall be awarding Mere Mudoni. The school runs up to Form 3. But we have the best in sports, Eric Gesheru. Your Excellency, as you can see, the boy child is at the age. Then there is infrastructure. We have, in our school, Your Excellency, we have a population of 2,111, and as I had earlier said, at 10 years ago, we were 700. That means that the school has grown by over 1,000 students in the last 10 years. That means we are running short of facilities, and today among the priority projects is a resource center. Your Excellency, the school currently has a small library with a capacity of 80 students, which is hardly enough to serve about 2,000 plus runners. In a world that is fast-paced and everything is leveraging technology, we need to address this gap. Your Excellency, the school consequently envisions to construct a resource center to serve as an ICT center and modern library. Other projects that are coming, that are our priority because of the large population, is the dormitories, the classrooms, the laboratory. We also have a serious problem, Your Excellency, of asbestos, which are health risk. And most of our old buildings are roofed with asbestos against the NEMA rules. And if we are going to be in a position, Your Excellency, we intend to remove and replace the asbestos. As I finish, Your Excellency, I wish to seek your indulgence so that I can thank some of the people who have been of great importance to us. First of foremost, Your Excellency, I want to thank you most sincerely because you have really supported this school for all those years. As if that is not enough, Your Excellency, you appointed our chairman of the BUM, Mr. Anthony Moura, as also the KRA chairman. And since he was appointed, Your Excellency, we have seen that the revenue collection has grown by 6.7% compared to the same period last year. So he's a man who works with precision. Your Excellency, I also remember when he became the election coordinator or chairman of UDA, the primaries were done thoroughly well. So he's a very good man with a lot of precision in his work. And we have said that we are going to support him ourselves through the payment of taxes. As I told you, I have zero tax problems, even in Murang'A High School. Your Excellency, myself as the secretary of the Kenyan Secondary School Heads Association, I would say that we, the heads, are also indeed very grateful because our cabinet secretary, Honorable Ezekiel Mashogu, has adopted an open door policy. He is patient, he listens, and we engage him occasionally. He's available for guidance and advice. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, because of our cabinet secretary. We also want to applaud the TSC secretary, Dr. Nancy Masharia, because she has professionalized the Teachers Service Commission. And we did not thank her because last year, Your Excellency, you remember the occasion we attended the launch of Kenya Kwanza Education Charter. We were there with my chairman. And after that time, there was actually the issue of we were to be victimized. But Dr. Nancy Basharia really protect us from any victimization. She's also an active member of Multi-Kenya Teachers Forum, and I don't think whether she would like me to say this, because the Multi-Kenya Teachers Forum is actually a forum that occasionally sensitizes teachers on various issues. And sometimes she was also sponsored. And I think in 2017, and even last year, there was a lot of sensitization done by this forum. We are grateful that the teachers in this school are 90% employed by the Teachers Service Commission. Your Excellency, we also are very grateful because our education officials, both here at the ministry in this region and this country, who are here, they are really supportive, and they are actually not our bosses, but they are actually our colleagues. The Catholic Church under Bishop Maria Wainaina is ever present in this school for spiritual nourishment, and the bishop is always here. This is his headquarters here, and when the bishop around, Your Excellency, we usually tread with a lot of caution. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I also wish to thank the parents, the teachers, and teaching staff and the students for the big part they are playing in the development of this school. And as I wind up completely, Your Excellency, I want to recognize in a special way the teachers of Murang'A High School. Teachers, can you rise and wave wherever you are? They are part of the... Your Excellency, they are very smart, and they are usually that way. It is not only for today. And finally, Your Excellency, I also want to recognize the principals and head teachers who are here, particularly the chairman of various counties. Maybe you can rise wherever you are. The chairman of counties. Yes, some of them are there. That is Chairman Meru, Chairman Kiabu, and Chairman Murang'A. They are all there. Your Excellency, these are my voters. And if I don't recognize them as I've done today, I would lose my seat as the Secretary of Cash. Finally, because, Excellency, I have actually finished, I also want this time, at least also recognize my family, because I don't know where I'd go back home if I don't. You can rise wherever you are, if you are there. Yes, I have my family with me there, Your Excellency. That's my daughters and my sons. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And Your Excellency, now I wish to invite the BM Chair, Mr. Anthony Mwaura. Karibu sana, Chairman.
Thanks so much, Bwana Chief Principal. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and in the interest of time, all protocols observed, Your Excellency, karibu sana Murang'A. This is the best school in the country. And last year, but one, they produced the best student in the country. It is an amazing school. The boys are good, and that is why you have afforded to come here 3 times. We cannot take it for granted. And I tend to believe even next year you are going to come for the 4th time. I just only want to invite Wainaina just only for 1 minute. Come quickly. Then Mheshimiwa Didi, you get prepared.
Your Excellency, President, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and all dignitaries present. Allow me to observe all protocol due to the interest of time. Welcome to Murang'A High School. Good afternoon. My name is John Wainaina, as I've been introduced here. I'm the Students' Council Chairperson, Murang'A High School. I would say that this is a day that we've all been waiting for, with an unutterable joy in our hearts. We are grateful to have actually, let me be honest. This day, we do have the whole of Kenya in Murang'A High School. This day, we do have the whole of Murang'A in the whole of Kenya in Murang'A. This is a great honor. It's a day we've all been waiting for, a day we've all been anticipating. Your Excellency, we as the youth, first I do fathom that I don't only speak for the students of Murang'A High School, but I do speak for the millions of students that are within the borders of this great nation. Welcome to this. Now these are just a participant representative of the 1 million+ students, 1 million+ scholars who are your great supporters. Your Excellency, we do, and we have always followed your journey through the time that you followed, let me speak for myself, I followed it through the time that you were in your deputy president, I have told you as we were coming down here that I've been following your journey. I saw you the other day, early last month. You were at Safari Park Hotel with all the members of parliament launching, or not launching, actually it was commemorating the National Prayer Day, a day of reconciling with our high deity. I've also seen you at KICC launching the e-citizen platform. This actually gave me a lot of courage and a lot of hope, because the e-citizen, actually we live in an internet-enabled nation. This day, computerization is the new thing. Seeing you acknowledge the ICT sector, whose main stakeholders are the youth, it gives me courage, it gives me hope for a better tomorrow. We, honestly speaking, we do say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. You've shown us that. You've been supporting us through this dark tunnel, and you are showing us towards the light. A lot of external factors may come to discourage these leaders. Actually, it's a problem that we presidents have been facing. It's a problem, but through your support and through the help of the Almighty, we've been going through it, and we are facing through these challenges. I'll mention what has been mentioned here, Mr. President. This school has a population of 2,111 students, with only 2 buses and only 1 functional bus, only 1 reliable bus. Actually, you can guess that it's trainers. We've been having a lot of challenges in commuting, even in traversing the great nation, even in attending very many various events that take place in this nation. We students are expected to be everywhere. You are in Murang'A High School, that has been introduced. We are speakers that Murang'A High School is the best school. You are in the best school in the nation. Yet, the best school in the nation is not everywhere. We are not exposed. And why is this? We only have 1 reliable bus. We cannot be in 2 places at the same time. That's a great challenge. I don't understand that in the year 2018, you are here again, and you again promised that you would facilitate this and you would make our dreams come true. This time, you've gone higher in the ranks, you've gone to higher ranks, and we do believe without doubt that this is actually going to happen. The students of Murang'A High School, they do wish to be exposed to the greatness of this nation. There's a lot we are missing out on. This just provokes the eye of other schools who have been waiting for us. As I conclude, we are grateful to be here. Murang'A High School is grateful to have you here. We have the excellence, we have His Excellency, we have all these dignitaries within our premises here. As we thought, Mr. President and all the dignitaries present, kindly, with all due respect, and with all humility, I do pray that Murang'A High School will actually, this is a reality coming true, will actually have more than 1 bus, more than 2 buses, more than 3 buses, only because we have greatness amongst us, isn't it? Yeah, I take this chance to take it back to the one who invited me, the BOM chair, Engineer Maura. It's a great honor to be in front of you. It's a great honor to speak in front of you. God bless you all. God bless Murang'A High School. And God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thanks so much, the school captain. BOM members, can you stand up and wave? BOM members, stand up and wave. Old boys, can you stand up and wave? Old boys who are present. Thanks so much, Your Excellency. And you remember, boys, the day before yesterday we were together, and we agreed what is going to happen today. Do you want it to happen tomorrow? Kuna kitu tulikuwa tumekubaliana leo jioni, si ndio? Mnataka ifanyike kesho? Na kesho kutwa? Our dad have had, and he is going to leave something for tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and our deputy president is going to do it the day after that. So thanks so much, Your Excellency. And my student, continue being good boys. May God bless you. And Honorable Didi Nyoro, karibu sana. And he's the chairman of the budget committee. So this list, which the principal have read, it will be bestowed on him to make sure that he talks in a very sweet language to our president, so that the president can give us whatever our principal have asked. Thanks so much, everybody, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mwaura, His Excellency the President of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, our Deputy President, Murang'A High School fraternity, led by our very able Deputy, Mr. Kuria, and especially hawa wadosi wa kesho, the great gentlemen of Murang'A High School. Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time. Mohai muko? Mohai muko? Niwaletee salamu? Tumetoka Mogoiri Girls. Wametuma salamu na wachache wamenipea barua. Niite barua saa hii ama nikuone kado? Saa hii. Aya, asante sana. Your Excellency, before I introduce the other leaders, I am very happy to be in Murang'A High School. Actually, one of my nephews, called Felix Nyoro, is a student here. Na kwa hivyo nikiwa hapa, pia niko hapa nikiwa anko wa hawa maboys. So nita request all the leaders who are here, all the elected leaders, tafadhali kwenye tuko, tusimame. Najua kuna kitu tulikubaliana kule Mugoiri, tusimame kwenye tuko tafadhali kwa sababu ya muda. We have many leaders. I will request you face this way so that muonekane. You can come, you face this way, nikikuita unaka. This way, please, just here. The camera people will focus on where you are. As they come, I will start with the Speaker of the Assembly of Murang'A, that is the County Assembly, Bwana Mukuha. Na akiwa hapo, I request all the MCAs from Murang'A and other counties to kindly stand up kwenye muko. All our MCAs, mutatuia radhi, muda imekibia. Please wave to the boys and the parents. Asanteni sana. Ile upande tuko na mheshimiwa, let me start with Murang'A, mheshimiwa Mary Wamaua from Maragwa constituency. Tuko na mheshimiwa Wakili Mureu, mbunge wa Gatanga. Na bwana principal, kama kuna nyumba imekwama hapa, uongee na Mureu, anaweza kupea nyumba, tutakoboa gari ya ilete hapa ikiwa nyumba yenyewe. Tuko na mheshimiwa Veronica Maina, senator nominated. Tuko na mheshimiwa Maina Karofia wa East African Legislative Assembly. Tuko na mheshimiwa Sabina Wajiru Shege, our former women rep of Murang'A and the current nominated MP, na pia ako na chama kubwa sana hapa duniani. Tuko na mheshimiwa Eric Wamumbi, mbunge wa Mathira, the MP to the Deputy President. Tuko na mheshimiwa our women rep, Betty Esawa. Asante sana mheshimiwa Betty. Tuko na mheshimiwa our senator, na pia chairman wa Education Committee in the Senate, mheshimiwa Joe Nyoto. Tuko na rafiki yangu, kiongozi wa Senate mzima, kijana mwenzangu, senator wa Kericho, mheshimiwa Aaron Cheruiyot. Tuko na my elder brother, kiongozi wetu pale National Assembly, and a very articulate leader wetu pale Assembly, member for Kikuyu constituency, mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah. Ningetaka tungekuwa na muda wa bishop wetu, lakini I've been requested to kindly recognize our bishop, my spiritual father and my very good friend, Right Reverend Bishop Maria Wainaina. Pia tuko na the employer of all the teachers in Kenya, na pia ni wa hapa Murang'A, Dr. Nancy Macharia, the CEO of TSC. Mheshimiwa Rais, yangu ni mawili peke yake. Kwanza, karibu hapa Murang'A sana, na karibu hapa Kiharu. Na wewe Rais umekuwa wetu kabisa, kwa sababu hata hii hall iko hapa, there is no other name that would have fit that hall other than being called Dr. William S. Ruto Hall. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Rais, hiyo msingi ya hiyo hall ni wewe umejenga. Mheshimiwa Rais, the same thing you are doing nationally. Umetuambia tuweke pesa yote katika masomo, na ndio maana na ndio mambo hiyo tunafanya. That of the budget tumeweka kwa masomo ndio tupeleke maisha ya hawa wagwana mbele. Pia najua uko na mipango mingi ya internships, umeweka pesa ya kuhaya over 8,000 interns na maneno ingine mingi sana programs umefanya za kutafutia hawa vijana kazi, wakihitimu hapa, wakienda university na wamalizie. Mheshimiwa Rais, pia hapa Kiharu tunafanya yote. Our day schools, all of them are tiled. In our day schools, which are 14,000 learners in Kiharu in our day schools. We have a program called Kiharu Masomo Bora, where parents are only paying 1,000 per term, na wale wako na remedio wanalipa only 1,000 maximum. Na pia kwa hiyo 1,000 wanakula shule lunch, na wanakula githeri 3 days and rice 3 days, because even on Saturday they eat in school. Mheshimiwa Rais, ya mwisho, wewe ukiwa rais wetu ukanyangia hapo. We have seen now calm and normalcy have returned now in our nation. We have seen now the streets of Nairobi are buoyant and busy. The Kenyans have gone about their businesses now. Rais wetu ukanyangia hapo. Don't allow the masters of violence to intimidate Kenyans. Kenyans are hardworking, kalia wale watu gumu sana. Na ya mwisho, polisi wetu tunawatolea kofia. You have been very professional, na nyinyi mumefanya juhudi ya juu zaidi kutekeleza kazi yenu. Na ile katiba mnatumia inawalinda pia. Kwa hivyo muendelee hivyo, na mimi nauliza rais wetu, the task force that we formed to look at the welfare of our police officers, waharakishe kazi kidogo, to promote police officers wetu kiasi, waongezwe mshahara kwa sababu wanatumikia Wakenya kwa njia ya mwafaka sana. Nikikaa chini, najua rais wetu ametujengea hall na mumeomba maneno kubwa. Mimi kama MP wa Kiharu, kwa sababu my nephew is here, my direct nephew wa my elder sister Emma who is also here, kwa sababu nyinyi wote ni my boys, hata mimi hapo pahali ya special naona nifanye kitu. Na nitauliza Mr. Kuria, unaona hata wametoka kwa jua wasikiza vizuri. Mr. Kuria, tafadhali kuja. Mr. Kuria, our principal. Hawa boys unajua nimekuwa hapa beleni. Najua niko na deni yenu ya gate na tutapanga na principal, lakini sasa hii atubo haitagoja kama gate. Mimi nataka nimalizie saa hii. Na nitawachia principal wetu hii kitu kidogo tu. Afanye ka special hivi. Rais wetu najua ako na majukumu kubwa ya kuangalia hii shule, bus na mambo ingine. Hii kidogo ya mkate na kanyama kidogo nitaachia mwalimu wetu 500,000. Na Mr. Kuria, unajua wewe ni chairman ya hawa walimu wote. Mimi nakuuliza kwa heshima, hiyo pesa usinunue nayo vitabu. Na hiyo pesa isiweke kabro. Na hiyo pesa sio ya basi. Na hiyo pesa again sio ya vitabu. Hiyo pesa nataka ijenge tubo ya hawa wagwana. Na nikiita gavana wetu hata ni test kama kuna watu wa Kiharu. Tunyorokia Kiharu. Naona hii ni national school kabisa. Our governor Irungu Kang'ata, karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, all protocols observed. Allow me to call my deputy so that at least just 1 minute, just to introduce his name, then he just your name.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, my name is Stephen Munania, the Deputy Governor, Murang'A County. It's really a pleasure to see you here in Murang'A County, and we do thank you very much. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
So you can see, you young men of Murang'A High, you can become Deputy Governor. He's a young person, and the reason we give him that position is to show young people of Murang'A you can become great leaders. Secondly, let me also thank Your Excellency for finding time to come to Murang'A. We are so proud of your government. As people of Murang'A, we shall support your government 100%. We know you are doing a great job, and we are so proud that we supported this government, and that's why we always welcome you as one of us. Let me also say we are so privileged to be in Murang'A High School, the best school in north of River Limpopo and south of Sub-Saharan Africa. This is a school that has produced some of the best brain in this republic. It continues to perform in KCSE education. We have no doubt that Murang'A High School can only continue shining the best bright of education in the entire republic of this country. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, it's a fact that the Constitution of Kenya does not bestow county government roles in primary and secondary school education. But notwithstanding that fact, we have set up a small bursary to support our high school in Murang'A. Before we came into the government, that bursary used to support only 875 students. But since we came into the government, we decided to expand that scheme. We are now currently supporting 22,000 Murang'A students in high school. Some of the components of that bursary, Your Excellency, is number one, a program called Nyota Yetu. It targets poor, bright students. It takes them to high schools. It is still continuing. Number two, every public primary school, when they do their KCPE, anyone who gets number one, number two, number three is gifted 15 shillings to be able to transit to high school. Number three is a support program for our day schools. Anyone who passes in our day schools to transit to the university is given 10,000. And we want to announce when you're in Murang'A High School, there will be a special package for people who will perform well in all our public secondary school, whether day or boarding. If you do strategic courses that can help Murang'A move forward, in particular medicine and computer science, software engineering. So we want to prod our young students to go to those areas because we believe those are crucial courses for Murang'a's future, because we believe the future is in IT and also in healthcare. Let me also take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to say that you give us a certain responsibility, which is specific to ensure that we move Murang'A forward, to transform Murang'A. In particular, we are doing our best to push the agenda of healthcare. Currently, 20,000 households are in a scheme called Kangata Care, and they are benefiting free inpatient, outpatient care through that system. They're also getting what we call last expense, and we believe that is going to help our people on matter of health care, particularly the poor households. Secondly, Your Excellency, we are one of the counties that have introduced minimum guaranteed return for mangoes and milk. And thirdly, Your Excellency, we have an intervention that is trying to make our urban roads a little bit better through what we call Smart City program. Finally, we are happy we shall be hosting you today in Kangari to launch our free UJI program for all our ECD students. That is 42,000 of them in the entire county of Murang'A. And therefore, we support you. And let me now take this opportunity to call the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Oh, sorry. I was told to go direct to His Excellency. But let us now clap for CS Education, Mr. Machogu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, the Governor, and all the members of Parliament, and all the parents and the students. Your Excellency, we take this opportunity to thank you in a very special way for finding time to come and complete what you started years back, because we also know you were here on the 6th of April 2018, and Your Excellency, out of your efforts, we see the very magnificent building, multi-purpose hall that is unique. You cannot be able to find this in any part of the country, Your Excellency. Finally, Your Excellency, this is one of our top schools, not only in academic performance, but also in extracurricular activities, cultural, and even basketball. And we look forward to a mini score this year. They have set a target of 10.4, and I'm sure that they are going to go beyond that. Well done, Murang'A, and keep it up. With me, Your Excellency, are the Cabinet Secretaries. We have the CS ICT, Erudowaro Sariut. Because of time, my sister Aris Wahome, CS Water, kindly salute my sister. Your Excellency, all my officers from the ministry, directors and directors in the region, plus in the county are also here. You can stand up. Plus the CEO, Teacher Service Commission again, all of them are here. And with that, Your Excellency, we now take the opportunity of inviting His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, to make his remarks, and invite you, sir.
Kiongozi wetu Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, waheshimiwa mawaziri, the Chief Principal, my Lord Bishop, vijana wa Murang'A High, muko sawa? God is good? And all the time? Asante sana, nimeshukuru sana kufika hapa. Hii shule ya Murang'A High School, Your Excellency, nikisoma zamani Kenyaga High School, walikuwa wanatuhangaisha kutoka kwa masomo, kwa mpira, kila kitu. Na kwa hivyo mimi natolea nyinyi kofia. And I'm happy to hear that you continue to excel. Your Excellency, your support for our education system is clear to everybody. On ascending to the office that people of Kenya mandated you to, you established the Presidential Working Party on educational reforms to work around issues of CBC and other interventions in the education sector. And that is why we are asking the people of Kenya to support the government in all matters to do with education, because we need to create a firm foundation for our children. It is in that light that we request our judges to exercise judicial notice of the challenges in our education system, and more so in the city of Nairobi. Your Excellency, in the city of Nairobi, many children do not go to school because for lacking food. And the governor of Nairobi, in a very innovative and creative manner, came up with a school feeding program to feed pupils in those schools to encourage higher enrollment. It was therefore shocking that a court in this country can stop a program to feed children who have no food. I don't know what law, I don't know what consideration. That is something that looks straightforward to everybody, that any food available from anybody is good for our children. So we request our courts, even as they enforce the law, as they interpret the law, to take judicial notice of the reality of the country that we live in. Your Excellency, since our bishop is here, we have tremendous respect for our church leaders. As practicing Christians, we submit to their authority. Bishop, when you get an opportunity to talk to your colleagues, these matters that are going on in the country, sometimes it would help if they look at the matter in context. I saw a statement, Catholic bishops asking the president to sit down with the opposition. If the bishops had taken time to study what is happening today, they would have seen is a pattern. It has not started today. What is happening in the country is a continuation of political blackmail to get into government. My Lord Bishop, if you check 1997, that leader of official opposition created problems. President Moi brought him into government through cooperation. In the year 2007, he created problems. Mwai Kibaki brought him to government through nusu mkate. In the year 2017, he created problems, and President Uhuru Kenyatta brought him through the handshake that destabilized the Jubilee government. So what is happening today is in script. Blackmail is a crime in our penal code. So bishops, with respect, when you ask the president to sit down with a blackmailer, you are asking the president of Kenya to commit a crime. And it is good to be truthful because you are men of God. This thing is not happening in isolation. It is a script that has happened after every 5 years. And bishops, you know very well, these demonstrations have nothing to do with the cost of living. Because that very man was in government through the handshake. That time, unga was 230. We have brought it down to 170, 180. Then he did not call for demonstrations. Therefore, it cannot be about the cost of living. It is just being consistent to use blackmail, to use violence, to force the president to accede part of government. So we request our spiritual leaders to be considerate and consider all circumstances, and also look at history, because history informs the present and the future. Let, as you ask president to sit with that man, look at his history. And that is why in a school like this one, when these boys are leaving, the principal will do a leaving certificate to explain their conduct for the 4 years they were here. You look at that man and look at his history, and then you can do a leaving certificate for him. And you can assure as December 25 is Christmas, all the paragraphs will have something to do with violence and blackmail. So please let us not push our president to commit a crime. Unless we have made our laws to remove blackmail as a crime in the penal code, we'll be asking the president to engage in crime and to sit with the criminals. And that is why, Your Excellency, we want to thank you for living up to your oath of office to protect life and property. Unajua rais huyu wetu, because he is magnanimous, even after beating them, wakiwa na uhuru na kila kitu, wagali wanamdharau, wanafikiria ati wataleta fujo. Najua hapa kikwetu Kikuyuni iko wimbo inaimbwa inasema, ile mtu ambaye humjui unaweza ita yeye kamutu. So for what has happened in the last 3 days, you know who is this man. So tuheshimiane kwa sababu heshima ni ya maana. Kila mtu afanye kazi yake, wale wamepewa kazi ya kuuliza maswali waulize. Bishops, you criticize us where we go wrong, and we accept, but always take into context what has created the present scenario, and then you can correct us, you can guide the president, you can ask him, but you must always look at what has led to the current situation. Vijana mpo? Simeona Didi ametoa 500,000. Mnataka niongeze kitu? Mnataka niongeze nini? Yeah? Ati? Oh, ninunue soda. Mnapenda soda? Mnataka ile maneno mengine? Haya, mimi nitaongeza hiyo Didi, nitapeana 1,000,000, alafu iongezwe na hiyo ya Didi. Kwa heshima, ningetaka kuomba nyinyi zote tusimame kwa shangwe na vigelegele, tumkaribishe Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto.
Asante sana Bwana Deputy President. Tafadhali tuketi chini. Mheshimiwa Deputy President, askofu wetu James Maria Wainaina, viongozi wote, gavana wetu, wabunge, senator, women rep, wabunge wetu wa county na speaker wao, wazazi, watu wa Murang'A na wanafunzi, hamjambo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Asanteni sana. Kwanza wacha mimi nataka nimshukuru Mungu. Ametupatia nafasi tena tumefika hapa Murang'A kwa mara nyingine. Murang'A County, Murang'A High School. Vile mumesema mimi si mgeni hapa tena. Hii ni mara yangu ya 3 kuja hapa Murang'A na nimefurahi sana kufika tena hapa Murang'A High School. Kuna kazi nyingi tumefanya pamoja na nyinyi. Huyu chairman wa board yenu ni rafiki yangu, Bwana Kuria principal wenu ni rafiki yangu, na sote sisi ni team moja. Pongezi kwa jengo ambayo tumeanzisha leo. Unajua pale nilikuwa mahali mko. When I was in high school like you, I was the captain of the dining hall. Sasa leo hapa tumewajengea dining hall. Na mimi nataka niseme pongezi sana kwenu. Mtaweza kutumia hiyo dining hall ambaye pia ni multipurpose hall ya kuwasaidia kama wanafunzi wa hapa Murang'A. Na kwa sababu tunazidi na kuweka pesa katika sekta ya elimu, nataka niwaulize nyinyi nyote. Mwaka huu kwa mfano, katika budget yetu tumeweka bilioni 630 kwa elimu ya watoto wetu kuanza primary school mpaka university. Na tumefanya hivyo kwa sababu elimu ni ya muhimu sana katika taifa letu la Kenya. Elimu ndio inaleta usawa kwa Wakenya wote. It is through education that we can create equity and we can create equality in Kenya. We can give the child of every Kenyan an opportunity to be their best. Na ndio sababu hiyo, sekta ya elimu, wakati tumechukua nafasi ya uongozi, kulikuwa na changamoto nyingi katika sekta ya elimu. Watu hawakukuwa wanaelewa CBC itaendelea namna gani. Walimu kulikuwa na matatizo ya walimu, kulikuwa na matatizo ya capitation, kulikuwa na matatizo ya universities zetu zilikuwa na madeni kubwa. Na ndio sababu tumechukua hatua dhabiti na hatua intentional, ile makusudi. Tumechukua hatua kwamba number 1, tutaongeza walimu ambao watatusaidia kusomesha watoto wetu. Na sababu hiyo ndio tumewaajiri kufikia sasa in the last 1 year walimu 56,000 kutusomeshea watoto wetu. Ndio sababu tumehakikisha ya kwamba mambo ya junior secondary pia tumeweka double the resources that are required. Vile vile tumeongeza pesa ambayo inaenda kwa Higher Education Loans Board, na tumebadilisha ile mwenendo ama program ambayo tunapatiana badala ya grants, sasa tumebadilisha tunapatiana scholarship. Kwa sababu tunataka watoto wetu, hasa watoto wetu from vulnerable families, tuhakikisha kwamba wanapata elimu by making sure that all children from vulnerable families will now get 100% scholarship in our TVET and in our universities, so that we can make sure that we carry everybody. Hiyo mpango yote tumefanya kwa sababu elimu ni ya muhimu. Hapa Murang'A, mimi nataka nikubaliane na nyinyi ya kwamba hiyo barabara tutatembea pamoja. Vile vile, ili kuweka msingi ya sawa, tumesema ya kwamba lazima pia tupange mambo ya kilimo, na nimeshukuru sana kwamba governor wenu anapanga mambo ya kuhakikisha kwamba anawasaidia wakulima. Nimesikia vile amepanga mambo ya wakulima wa maziwa. Mimi nataka nimuongezee ya kwamba mwaka huu kabla ya Disemba tutapatiana hapa Murang'A milk coolers 20 ambayo itasaidia wakulima wetu. Tuhakikishe ya kwamba mambo ya kilimo ya dairy. Tunaongeza mapato kwa wakulima wetu kwa kuwasaidia na milk cooling facilities so that we can increase the storage capacity, the chilling capacity, and also make sure that we can preserve our milk, and we can even ensure that we now bring on board agro-processing and value addition. Hapa vile vile nimesikia vile mmepanga mambo ya manufacturing. Mmesikia kwamba tumeweka katika mipango yetu shilingi bilioni 1 ya kuanzisha special economic zone ya hapa Murang'A. We are going to gazette it and we are going to build tayari tumekubaliana na wale ambao tunashirikiana na wao so that we make sure that as we build the county aggregation and industrial park ambaye tumekubaliana na huyu Kang'ata ya kwamba wataweka 250 million na tutampatia 250 million so that farmers in Murang'A County can make sure that they can aggregate, they can value add, they can process, and they can go all the way to manufacturing of agricultural products for markets both in Kenya and beyond our borders. Tuhakikisha kwamba hiyo kazi inasonga mbele. Vile vile tumekubaliana kwamba agenda yetu kubwa tena ni mambo ya kuzalisha nafasi za ajira kwa vijana wetu wa Kenya. Katika budget yetu tumehakikisha kwamba iko program ya housing. Hiyo program ya housing tunataka kuzalisha ajira milioni 1 kwa vijana wa Kenya. Tuko na program ya ICT ambayo mmesikia Waziri Eliud Owalo na yuko hapa. Tumekubaliana kila ward tutakuwa na ICT hub. Mahali hawa vijana watapata ajira ya digital jobs. Tumekubaliana ya kwamba vile vile number 3 tuko na mpango ya export ya labor. Leo asubuhi nilikuwa na waziri ambaye anahusikana na mambo ya UAE. Hapa rais wa Germany alikuwa hapa akatuuliza mambo ya vijana wa kufanya kazi. Marekani wanahitaji vijana wa kufanya kazi. Canada wanahitaji vijana wa kufanya kazi. Our program is to export between 500,000 and 1 million jobs abroad so that we can increase the amount of remittance that come to Kenya and we can create opportunities for the young people of our nation. Hiyo mpango yote tumeweka katika budget yetu, ile enablers ambayo itatusaidia sisi kutekeleza wajibu huo, kwa sababu hawa vijana tunawasomesha, lazima vile vile tufikirie wakitoka shule watapata kufanya kazi gani. That is why we are now thinking across from making sure that we build capacities in our schools, in our colleges, in our universities, but also provide a pipeline for jobs so that our young people can get employment and they can make meaning of the education, the knowledge, the skills, the competencies they have acquired as they go through school and college and university. Hiyo mpango yote watu wa Murang'A tunataka tushirikiane, tufanye hiyo kazi pamoja. Kazi zile zingine zote ya maji tumekubaliana, maji ya Murang'A tuko na almost 5 different initiatives ya maji ya hapa Murang'A. Na nataka niwashukuru watu wa Murang'A kwa kutusaidia maji ya Nairobi. Saa hizi tunakamilisha ile inaitwa Northern Collector Tunnel ambayo itatufikishia maji Nairobi, na tumesema kwa sababu mnatupatia maji Nairobi, pia na nyinyi tutawasaidia mkunywe maji Murang'A, because we want to share the resources that we have. Vile vile mimi nataka muelewe ya kwamba katika hii mpango pia agenda yetu kubwa ni ya matibabu. Mimi nataka nishukuru gavana wenu, amefanya mpango mzuri, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie watu wa Murang'A tumekubaliana tutafanya partnership kati ya national government na county government, hasa katika primary health, na kuensure na kuhakikisha ya kwamba matibabu yanapatikana mashinani. Community health workers, community health promoters ambayo wako mashinani, tumekubaliana tutawapatia equipment Kenya bila ya kuhangaika na kutafuta matibabu. Tumekubaliana watu wa Murang'A? So tunataka tushirikiane hivyo, tufanye kazi hivyo pamoja ili tuweze kubadilisha taifa letu la Kenya. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba ile mpango tumeweka ya kubadilisha na kutransform nchi yetu ya Kenya haiwezi kusimamisha na wapinzani wetu. Wale wapinzani kazi yao tunajua watafanya kazi gani. Lakini kazi ya kuendesha maneno ya nchi na kuhakikisha kwamba Kenya inabadilika, sisi tumekubaliana. Serikali ya kitaifa tumehakikisha kwamba kama ni wabunge wetu, tumemalizana na wao, tumepatiana pesa ya wabunge wote. Kina Ndindi Nyono na wale wengine mfanye kazi ya wananchi. Tumetoa pesa yote ya counties. Hakuna deni hata shilingi moja county yoyote inatudai. Mwaka ile iliyopita tulivuka mwaka na madeni ya counties. Lakini mwaka huu tumesema hatutaki deni ya mtu. Tumepatiana pesa yote for all our counties. County governments sasa watekeleze wajibu wao, wafikishe ile services yao kwa wananchi. Na mimi nashukuru governor wenu anafanya bidii sana. Huyu mungwana Irungu wa Kang'ata wa barua. Sasa siku hizi andikangi barua kwa sababu kazi yote iko sawa. So mimi nataka niwashukuru sana. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba tutahakikisha ya kwamba Kenya iko salama. Sisi ni nchi ya demokrasia, sisi ni nchi ya amani, hatutaki fujo, hatutaki vita na hatutaki mtu yeyote atuletee fujo ama vita, because we do not have time to fight as citizens. We want time to work on the economy and to make sure that we grow our country and make sure that we live in a prosperous country. Mimi nataka niwashukuru sana kwa sababu bado niko na shughuli nyingine. Vijana wa Murang'A, wazazi wa hapa Murang'A High School, tumefanya mambo mingi pamoja na nyinyi. Nimepatiwa orodha mrefu hapo sana ya mambo bado mnahitaji. Na kwa sababu nimefika hapa leo, huyu Mwaura hakunipanga vizuri, hakuniambia iko kazi ya kufanya. Aliniambia tunakuja kufungua dining hall. Lakini kwa sababu nimefika, nitapanga huyu Machogu atawaletea milioni 10. Mwanzie hapo. Mwanze hapo msukume, alafu nitawapata mbele. Si ndio? Si huyu Mwaura atanitafuta kama kuna maneno? Na huyu Kuria si rafiki yangu atanitafuta kukiwa na maneno? So tutaanza hapo, alafu nitajua na nitaelezwa progress ya vile mnaendelea. Nimesikia kuna asbestos, nimesikia kuna maneno ingine, na ule Wainaina, ule president wa council ya hapa, huyu jamaa huyu amesema ya kwamba basi iko na mguu iko puncture ama nini. So nitawaongezea basi ingine moja nitume, ndio sasa muendelee na kusukuma hiyo maneno. Si mtajipanga hapo? Lakini basi ya kwenda Mugoiri Girls hapana. Basi ni ya kwenda ile mtu huyo alisema. Huyu Wainaina alisema mnataka kutembea Kenya, mjue nini inaendelea na mpange mambo yenu ya masomo. Kwa hivyo asanteni sana vijana wa Murang'A, asanteni sana wazazi, tushirikiane na viongozi wote na watakia baraka ya Mungu.